What's up, world? What's up, world? Purple Heart Boxing TV with Coach Bundy. About to hit you with another shot. Man, make sure you subscribe, like, comment. Subscribe again if you ain't done that already, man. Y'all know what time it is. It's Sunday. It's the morning after. Beautiful night of fights last night, which was Saturday. Beautiful nights, man. I got 4 fights that I'm going to show my reaction to and break down. We had a top ranked card. We had a Golden Boy card, you know, ESPN with the zone. Man, I was back and forth, you know, trying not to miss nothing. But we gonna start off with my man Delgado versus Flores. That was a 140-pound super lightweight clash. And it went down. It definitely went down. And let's get into it. You know, it was a very, very patient fight at the beginning. The beginning rounds, guys, you can see the guys out there trying to fill each other out. And now this is Mexican on Mexican. And when it's Mexican on Mexican, y'all pretty much know what kind of treat we in for. And, you know, soon or later, it's going to turn into a slugfest. You know, these guys is going to test each other's will, test each other's motor, conditioning. And that's what you usually get with Mexico versus Mexico. So, let's get into it. Delgado scores an early knockdown, early first round knockdown. Flores was being aggressive, you know, stepping in on his front foot, trying to walk down Delgado. When actually Delgado's, I would say, is the bigger puncher. Flores is just more volume with his punching. But yeah, he got dropped first round. Nice shot behind the ear. Equilibrium shot put him down. Flores got back up, you know, as if it never happened, being aggressive as the rounds went on. All the while, Delgado was staying sharp, staying behind his jab, staying patient. He was more on the Delgado was more on the back foot. Even so, after scoring that knockdown, you could kind of see where Delgado could see Flores' punches coming. You know, he would get caught by some. You know, some punches would touch him up, but for the most part, he would roll this way, I catch this shot, I slip this way, where he wasn't really getting hit flush as Flores would have liked to hit him. Delgado was deflecting the punches, so Flores did land some big shots in the middle rounds. He landed some big shots in the middle rounds, but Delgado staying disciplined, hitting him with good counters. It turned into a dog fight towards the 7th, 8th, 9th round. It was a 10-round fight. I feel like Delgado stayed consistent with setting up his attacks off the jab. Flores just kept coming, man, like the dog he was. End up getting the split decision win for Delgado. Delgado with the split decision win. And then, you know, that was a good fight for the 140 division, Mexico versus Mexico. Moving on. Wait. Is Delgado and Flores both ready to take a step up? Even with Flores' loss, I feel like he can still compete in that top 15. Delgado, top 10, you know what I mean? Yeah, both them guys is ready for the next level competition in the 140 division. They'll be all right. All right, moving on, man. Moving on to a DAZN fight. Golden Boy, Kenneth Sims Jr., somebody that I've been high on before. You know, Kenneth Sims doesn't get to stay active as we like to see him, but with him just signing with Golden Boy, I think it's going to be a whole change of plans. Kenneth Sims Jr. is going to be something to watch at the 140 division. Bobo Romero, you know, doggy type of fighter, rough, rugged, you know, big kahunas. You know, Kenneth Sims started out first round looking a little rusty, you know, looking for shots, trying to get his timing together. Like, he been out of the ring almost 2 years, if I'm mistaken. And before that, it was like another year and a half layoff that Kenneth Sims Jr. had a bunch of promotion issues and stuff that kept him inactive. And you could see it. You could see it early. Romero's letting go some good combos, some decent volume. Kenneth Sims got such strict defense, though. Nothing's really landing flush. Nothing's really hurting him. Once Kenneth Sims Jr. got the timing down and knocked the kinks off, man, he forced that boy into an inside fight, shoulder to shoulder, and start beating his ass. You know what I'm saying? With the touch, body, head shots, touch him down low, drop his guards, bring the overhand right over top, boom, boom. Yeah, Kenneth Sims Jr. looked it pretty sharp once he knocked them kinks off and got into his bag, man. He's a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. He started putting the beats on Romero and, you know, stretching off, pulling off. 4th, 5th round, it started getting bad for Romero. Like, Sims Jr.'s punches was starting to land more flush. He was starting to locate that target, tapping that chin, top of it, the top side of his head, equilibrium shots. Started testing Romero's gas tank by keeping the pressure up. I like how Kenneth Sims Jr. was cutting the ring off. Man, he looked good. He looked real good once he opened up and sprayed some WD-40 on his chain. Everything started working. So 5th round, he started polarizing him. Body, head, body. Man, Kenneth Sims Jr. looked good, man. He looked real good. Come into the 5th round, coming out for the 6th round, Romero's team retired him on the stool. He didn't come out. Ref waved it off. Kenneth Sims Jr. with the victory. TKO victory, retired on the stool victory, whatever you want to call it. Man, he looked good. He looked real good, and he's in the 140 division. And the belt that Rayo Venezuela just won from Pitbull, Kenneth Sims Jr. is the #1 contender for that belt. So that's a fight that I would love to see. It's time for Kenneth Sims Jr. to get that title shot. He got 2 losses early in his career, never been stopped. But I think he's finally found himself in the identity of which fighter he's gonna be. Kenneth Sims Jr. versus Rayo, give it to us. The man that earned his shot for the title, let's do it. His name, Sims Jr.'s name's not too big. He don't have such a huge following, but he does have a following. His people, he's a Chicago kid. His people get on the road and travel for him. And all the heavy hitters, all the high-skilled top guys in these 35, 40, 47 divisions, all of them give Kenneth Sims Jr. his respect. He's been in the ring with all of them, sparring, and held his own. So, yeah, I think it's time for Kenneth Sims Jr. to get that title shot. And versus Rayo, he's got a good chance at being a world champion. Yep. Moving on to another top-ranked fight. Oh, my goodness. Upset victory. We got Luis Alberto Lopez, the champion, the champion at this 126-pound division against Angelo Leo. Now, Angelo Leo is a guy who pretty much not getting the due respect that he believes he's supposed to have. Man, let's get into it. Them guys went to war out there. Lopez started off as usual. First, second round, winging them loaded up shots, throwing heavy shots, hitting them on the hip, body, head. He was landing some pretty big shots, but the sequences he's throwing these punches in, he's winding up from way back here, winding up from real low below his hip, which he always does. It usually gets the job done for him. You know what I'm saying? Lopez had his moments, like he always does. Eye-catching, loaded up hooks, you know, hook straight body shots, man. He was popping that boy. He was popping Leo. And Angelo Leo stayed more patient, more technical. You could see him downloading all the fundamental mistakes Alberto Lopez makes on the regular. It started turning into a fight towards the middle rounds. You know, Leo caught Lopez doing what Lopez does, trying to be aggressive, walking forward. Come 10th round, Alberto Lopez had been making these mistakes all fight, Leo catching him in between them, but Lopez would get his shit back immediately, you know, making the fight hard to judge. Come 10th round, Lopez came out there comfortable, you know what I'm saying? A little too comfortable, threw a lazy jab. Angelo Leo, he didn't even slip the shot. He just threw it in between his shot. Left hook, boom. Caught him right on the button, put him out. KO, stopped him. It was really a vicious knockout too. You know what I'm saying? He landed it right on the button. He pushed his off button. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to call it. It was a clean shot. Lopez was throwing the lazy jab, I believe, trying to slow it down a little bit and pick up later in the rounds like he'd been doing. But man, Leo timed it. The data from all the earlier rounds had been downloaded. The boy hit him with a left hook so clean, so sharp, knocked him on his back pockets and put his ass up. So yeah, we see Luis Alberto get stopped in the 10th round by Angelo Leo, very vicious. You got a new 126-pound world champion, WBO belt, I believe. Like, man. So moving forward, you know what I'm saying? I would like to see Shushu Carrington get a crack at that belt. You know what I'm saying? Or Shushu Carrington. Yeah, I wouldn't even say go let him get Luis Alberto Lopez now. He's gonna be coming off a loss. Shushu is still moving up. He's ranked like number 1 and 2 or 3 different belt organizations. So I think it's time for him to get that shot. You know what I'm saying? Give Bruce Carrington a shot at one of them titles. He's earned it. He's a highly ranked contender. And yeah, that was a great fight. Moving on to the main event of the night. Bohachuk versus Virgil Ortiz. Switch it around. Virgil Ortiz versus Bohachuk, the Ukrainian interim WBC champion. Coming into this fight, Bohachuk's coming off of a massive upset win against Brian Mendoza, 154-pounder that stopped a guy who's a 154 champion, unified champion now, Fundora. So yeah, Bohachuk's beat Mendoza in the unanimous decision right after Mendoza's coming off the stoppage win against Fundora. So yeah, this was a big fight for both guys, Ortiz and Bohachuk. Virgil, first round, come out, you know what I'm saying, trying to establish dominance, trying to dictate the pace, which I knew would be difficult for him to do because of Bohachuk's style. Bohachuk's high guard, stay behind a long, disciplined jab, long, disciplined 1-2. You know, he's a 6-foot fighter, 24 wins, 23 knockouts. Only fight that didn't go to a knockout was his last fight against Brian Mendoza, who has a seriously massive chin and a big ass heart. So yeah, Virgil Ortiz, 21 wins, 21 knockouts. Him coming out, being aggressive, I didn't think it would work for his favor, being the style that the big Ukrainian got. Well, but you know what I'm saying? Well, let's finish the first round. Ortiz coming out, trying to be slick, to a sense. He's shooting that jab out there quick, but dropping it right back down as he's on his back foot, trying to get out of a corner, about to enter a corner. Bohachuk timed it, throws a big right hand, claps him at the top, side back of his ear, and dropped Virgil Ortiz. They didn't call, initially the ref called it a slip. Harvey Dock, matter of fact, one of my favorite refs, called it a slip. In boxing world, we got this new rule where it's like a challenge in the NFL, where a play's challenged, but the coaches can't do it. The officials and the judging commission, they do it all on their own when it's a close knockdown, ruled wrongly, and I think they got that decision right. It was a knockdown. Later, a couple rounds after that, it was ruled a knockdown. Virgil Ortiz got right back up, got right back to being a dog. So that first round knockdown opened the fight up to turn into more of a dog fight. Second round, Virgil's being undisciplined. Bohachuk stand behind the 1-2. Virgil's being a dog, cutting distance, getting inside. He's winging massive shots at Bohachuk's body. So I can't lie on that. He's hitting him in his hips and around the liver so hard. I was surprised Bohachuk absorbed those shots like that and kept on coming forward. You know what I'm saying? Ortiz would get aggressive, landing the straight right hand occasionally. He would time Bohachuk and counter over his jab with the right hand, hitting him with some big, powerful shots. Man, Bohachuk got a serious bird on him. You know what I'm saying? The boy can take some shit. Ortiz is throwing everything at him besides the kitchen sink. You heard me? Virgil showed me a lot, though. Honestly, before this fight, I wasn't sure about Virgil Ortiz against better competition. This fight, he shut me up. He showed me that he's a dog, he can grit. And surprisingly, Virgil Ortiz can box. Yeah, the boy can box. And that surprised me. I thought he was just more so of a come forward, power punching dog, which he's that. But you notice him around 5, 6, 7, start to open his bag a little more and use his feet, use his legs, doubling his jab up, changing the speed and variations of his jab to cut distance and get close to Bohachuk where he could let him feel that power. Bohachuk's just a strong machine. His name's the Ukrainian Machine. By all due rights to have that type of a name. Man, Bohachuk is a tough fight for anybody at 154 pounds. 8th round come around. Yeah, I believe it's 8. Don't quote me. Could have been a 9th. Bohachuk ended up on his back foot for a few seconds of the round where Virgil's coming forward. I believe Virgil tried to throw a straight right hand and then a left hook. He loaded up a little bit too wide on that left hook. Bohachuk caught him with a right hand, boom, boom, and turned the left over on him. Caught him on the button. It was a little bit of an off balance knockdown, but all the while, Virgil was throwing a shot and got caught in between it, clipped him, dropped him again. That's 2 knockdowns for the big Ukrainian. This probably one of the first times I've ever seen something like this, especially this generation era of fighters. Virgil got dropped, I'm talking about, and got right back up. He didn't think it was a good knockdown. He believed he slipped. He tried to protest with the ref and all of that, but it was a knockdown. Never mind that, the boy got back up and came straight forward and hurt Bohachuk immediately. Immediately after he got dropped, he gets up, chases my man Bohachuk down and hurts him. Hurts him with an overhand right. Boom, catches him on top of the forehead. Bohachuk's legs get real heavy, and Virgil's knocking him pillar to post for the remainder of the round. Boom. Come back out next round. Same thing. He's walking forward. He's trying to brutalize Bohachuk, but Bohachuk's just so goddamn, the boy's so damn durable that the attack that Virgil was mounting up, and believe me, he was mounting up a bad ass assault on this kid, and Bohachuk's just withstanding it. Like, every time you think Virgil would take the lead and dictate what he wanted to happen, Bohachuk would get right back close and boom, boom, boom. I heard his coach tell him in the corner one time, shoot the uppercut first and then go to the body. You know what I'm saying? Usually you'll hear a coach tell somebody to go to the body, and then the head. No, this Ukrainian style's different. He had him watch the head, make him think he's head hunting with the uppercut, and then go to the body. And then started opening up, started slowing Virgil down in those last few rounds. But Virgil's such a dog, man. He was willing to die in that ring. Virgil was willing to die in that ring. Bohachuk was catching harder shots. You know, he was getting hit with the more eye-catching shots. But if you ask me, he was staying in control of the pace of the fight with that big jab and that serious 1-2. They ended out like that. Virgil ended strong. Due to the 2 knockdowns, I thought Bohachuk should have had that victory because if you remember, Speedy Rashidi Ellis, when he fought Romain Villa before Boots Ennis fought him, Speedy won 10, 11 straight rounds, man, dominating. He gets tired, gets dropped in the last round twice, loses the whole fight. Back to this fight. Virgil Ortiz, 1 judge scored it a draw. 2 judges overruled it, 114-112, leaning towards Virgil. Got Virgil the majority decision. I feel like at best it should have been a draw, but those 2 knockdowns, if you ask me, if I was a judge, I gave it to Bohachuk. But all the well, hats off to Virgil because he got up. Hats off to Virgil Ortiz because he got up both times and pursued the fight, brought the fight to the champion and the new. You know what I'm saying? This is boxing and the new. Virgil, post-fight, said he'd like to see a Bud Crawford. You ask me, not disciplined enough, wings his shots way too much, styles make fights, Bud to kill this guy. You know, that's with all due respect to Virgil Ortiz. He's a real dog. He earned it. Even though I didn't agree with the decision, he earned it. He got up off that mat, pushed forward, and hurt the champion. So, okay, can't be too mad at the decision. But you're not ready for Bud, young boy. But he said he'll take one of Spence Fundora also. Man, Bohachuk, he don't get through to the wolves, man. When you compete like that on that level, you right back in the runnings, man. So hats off to Sir Bohachuk. He's got big fights, good fights to come. He's still gonna be top contender in the race for the world title. Virgil Ortiz, like I said, stay away from Bud. I can see you beating the Fundora. I can see you even beating the Tim Zoo, but stay away from Bud Crawford. But all in all, damn good fight. Fight of the year candidate. Definitely fight of the year candidate. We can't wait to see. We can't wait to see what the mix-up's gonna be in the 154 division. We got 154, we got 140, 135, 130, and 126. Lit ass divisions, man. Heavyweight too. Man, boxing is just back lit, period. I seen Turkey Al-Sheikh go talk to the big Ukrainian Bohachuk after he left the ring. He left in good spirits. He felt like he won that fight. I seen Turkey talk to him. More than likely, a big invite for a big fight to come. Purple Heart Boxing TV with Coach Bundy, man. Till next time, about to hit you with another shot. We out.